What agents really need to do is go out and learn new construction first. You know, we tend to focus on resale, but really get to know the different builders, what their strengths and weaknesses are, the neighborhoods, and also, as many has said before, get to know a builder rep. Get to know them, go sit with them, build a house with them.
There's a lot of ways for agents to get out there and learn more about the builders. You know, if you have a relationship with a sales rep, just go take them lunch and sit down and you know, rack their brains of how can I lead my clients here? What are the benefits of your product and your process, and really just try to learn about that.
So before I take a client out, I like to know whom I'm dealing with. So I'll go out and meet with a sales consultant, and I've tried over the years to have kind of a key person with each builder that I know and trust and can kind of know their process and how they'll work with me.
My closest realtor relationships have come about mainly through referrals from other realtors, and in some cases other sales reps who understood the fact that I've been around for a long time, have a good understanding of the business, and they want to be partnered with someone that they know that they can trust and invite their clients to a really great experience.
The great thing about new home sales and realtors is that we can have a great relationship. We have the same goals in mind, and we don't compete with each other.
What I would like to share in part with real estate agents is that we are here to help you make more money. We are here as a team for you, and you know, we're here to make your job easy more than anything else, so you can focus on selling more homes.
Your sales rep knows their product. They know how to listen to the clients. They've been trained in sales. So being able to ask the right questions and overcome objections, let the sales rep do their job, and you can be there just as a support for your client.
One of the biggest beefs that salespeople have told me over 20 years is when agents come in that they can tell are unexperienced with selling new construction, they try to come in, they try to kind of bully their way through the transaction, they try to kind of make themselves feel worthy that they're even there on their client's behalf, and all that really is doing is just mucking up the transaction. So what they probably need to really understand is the salespeople are on our team. We're on a joint team here together, and we're here to make the best, to build the best house that we can and have the best process that we can through that 5 to 7 month window.
The best time for an agent to introduce their client to new construction is immediately when they start educating their buyer about what's available on the market.
Even if a client or a buyer says that new construction is definitely not what they want, you still need to show them a product or have that conversation with the builder, because as realtors we all know what a buyer says they're going to buy and what a buyer ends up buying are usually two different things. So if you're going to truly have your client's best interest in mind, get some builders, get some new construction conversation going as early as possible.
In discovering clients' needs, it's all about that first question, but then also your follow-up questions. So you need to understand, why did they say no to that? Are they just afraid of the process? Do they not understand the process? Do they not realize that new construction can offer them things that resale can't? They need to understand the benefits of new construction, the warranties that the customers are given, the peace of mind that they'll have with that. And I always like to say that resale, you never really know what the bottom line purchase price is, because you don't know when that furnace is going to go out, when that roof is going to need redone and all of those items. But with new home construction, you know that purchase price is exactly what it is.
New construction is such a ideal product to sell somebody, because if somebody goes to sell in 5 years, I'm selling a 5-year-old home that doesn't need a furnace, doesn't need a water heater, the roof is great, everything's in great condition, and it's a lot easier to sell a product that's newer than selling a 30 or 40-year-old home that's going to have inspection issues out the wazoo. So it all kind of started with me really enjoying new construction 20 years ago, and we have really tried to push our team throughout all these years that new construction needs to be, in my mind, the most important option for somebody when they're buying is go new construction first and pre-existing second.
It kind of goes back to getting that one relationship, one contact person with each of the 12 or 13 builders that you want to focus on. Get that one go-to person, and the best way might be just going to a model that you know is open, walk right in, introduce yourself, and there you go, you're getting started.
A lot of times when clients go into new construction offices that don't have an agent in mind and they want to look at building, well, that salesperson sitting there going, well, do you have a house to sell? Well, yes, we do. Do you have an agent in mind? No, we don't. Well, if you're top of mind to those salespeople in those model homes, then they may refer you listing business. I mean, it all comes back around. So we've really tried to stay focused on knowing our product, knowing the locations, knowing the salespeople, and then having reciprocal business back and forth.
Well, I think being here today is probably the best start that you can have, and just learn about the different products that are out there and the different builders. And each builder has their own specialty. So really try to get into as many models as you can and meet as many reps as you can and build those relationships. And you're not going to click with everyone, but if you find that rep that you really work well with, then take your clients to them. You have that trust that they can go and be led by that sales rep. Love inventory homes. I actually worked for a builder who did not do inventory homes, and I think as a builder it's a huge plus if you do inventory homes, because a lot of agents, they don't want to wait for the commission. So, it's immediate commission, it's a warranty with, you're not going to get the calls from your client of my HVAC broke or my roof's leaking. And if you do, then you've got the builder to back it up.
So a spec home kind of provides the best of both worlds. They get that brand new home without going through the brand new home process. I love it for that reason. I love it because typically the inspection process is going to be fairly smooth. The house is going to come with some warranties, and probably the bottom line is that both parties, the builder and yourself as an agent, are both working hard to make the same client happy, and it ends up being a win-win.
It's quick or even quicker income than an existing home. It's a much cleaner process. You don't have to worry about repairs. There's warranty in place, and quite frankly, there's just nothing like a brand new home. They can sell more homes by and focus more on that.
I love it because it just speeds up the process. Somebody moving in from out of town may want to do new construction, but may not want to wait that 5, 6, 7 months to do it and sit there and have to get an apartment. They came from a beautiful house somewhere, on the West Coast. They come here and stuck in an apartment waiting for the new home to get built. Well, an inventory home obviously is going to speed up that process.
It provides them a home that is market ready, it's ready to go, or they might be able to tweak a few things in it depending on the where it is in the construction status. But they then don't have to focus on, do I need to remodel, do I need to put in new carpet? They really can move in and focus on their family.
And I tell you, the design center gals with all the builders do a wonderful job of, when they spec out a home, putting the right products in there, and they know exactly what needs to be in there for future resale. So that part is already pretty much done for you. And the best part about it is, I've seen, if there's an inventory home sitting out there ready for resale, ready to get sold, you can usually get a pretty good price on it. You can beat those builders up. Sorry, builders. You can beat those builders up pretty good for trying to get a discount on that home for your clients, which obviously is just going to be great, in the end.